Well, yeah, let's check this then. 1.3 CBT Blackshore area, Camellya 1.4 Aero Rover, and more. I saw some videos on Twitter where somebody was actually in an area and you could see like this building and these towers. There's a small little island and people are saying that they reckon it's the new area coming in 1.3 potentially. Some people saying it was the Black Shores as well, but I don't know about that. But let's see what this video is anyway. Another video from Jiryu. Or is that Jiryuru? I don't know anyway, but let's watch this video.
Alright, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Black Shore update that a lot of people have been talking about on Reddit or Twitter.
Not subscribed 69%. Do you know what? That's unusual to see. Usually it seems to be around about 90% for most people. But I think sometimes as well, a lot of people put this up. I think it's good that you get a lot of your views from not subscribed people. That means that it's getting into the algo. That's what I take from there anyway. But anyway,
the developer of Wuthering Waves actually changed their header here on Twitter. This is the Wuthering Waves developer Twitter. I've been following it, ever since. And apparently they changed the header to this, and this is going to be the Black Shore update area. Now I do have a video for you guys as well about. I
think this might be the same video potentially, because this is what I saw on Twitter anyway. Somebody, I don't know where exactly they were standing, but they were like looking down on the area, and I was like, okay. That's new. That's new.
Let's meet you over on Twitter. Actually,
here we go. This is it. Yeah, this is the exact video.
CBT1 of the area.
Oh, okay. So this was from CBT1. Oh, I didn't know that actually. Okay. What do you reckon, chat? What do you reckon? Do you reckon this is going to be the new area in 1.3? I'm here for it. I'm here for new areas. I'm here for it.
Yeah. So it's from Closed Beta Test 1. I believe that was definitely a year ago by now. So
I wonder if that's the way they're going to do each nation. A new nation will come out, and then a new subsection of a nation, and another new subsection of a nation, and potentially another new subsection, or just two subsections, and then on to the new nation, as a way to give us, like, new areas to continually explore in between big nation updates. I hope that's the way they do things, because I kind of like that.
It's not going to look as good as it obviously
What's this big building here? Because it looks huge.
Because you can tell by the UI and everything like that. But this is going to be a rundown of the area. Black Shore area is pretty much just gonna be like a coastal kind of area. I assume this is just the whole entire area of it. I am also going to assume maybe there's an underground area, kind of like
oh, he's actually on that large building we were just looking at now. Yeah,
that we got in 1.1. So I feel like some people are gonna think that's kind of small. This is my first time also ever seeing this area. I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't see any of these. I literally just saw the first few seconds of the video, and I was like, oh, we might watch it on stream one of the days.
So it's very interesting that they even had this area in CBT1, and we didn't get this kind of thing earlier, right? Maybe like for 1.2 or something.
Jeez, man, that's a piano and a half.
Like that. So it's kind of weird that they actually gonna wait to 1.3 to come out with this. But, yeah.
I don't necessarily think it's weird just because it was in the beta. I don't think it's weird for them to, because that shows that they've been working on it for a while, which is a good thing, because at the end of the day, we're going to like, you're going to have a lot more bugs and stuff's just going to take longer to come if they haven't already tried to get ahead of themselves, and start working on stuff before, the game launches. Otherwise, they're going to kind of be chasing their own tail in a way, aren't they then?
So,
looks like there's a crash ship as well, don't there?
On the map, if you guys can use context clues, in the video, you guys can probably tell in-game where this area is going to be at. But this is basically what the Black Shore update is going to look like. Now, if you guys just came here for Black Shore update, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go into some leaks now, so if you guys want to get off the video, go ahead. But why the fuck is Booba trending in music? Anyways. We're also going to go over some leaks because it's very, very important because some leaks came out on the 19th. I didn't want to do it. Or was it the 16th? Or was it the 21st? Oh, it was the 21st.
Man, one thing I will say about the leakers in Wuthering Waves, they don't seem to miss for the most part.
But now it's the 23rd, and oh my god, okay. So we're going to go over all the leaks from, I believe, 2 people, right? So here we go. All right, so on the 21st, currently 1.4 is 1 5-star Black Shore character and 1 4-star character, both
1.4 is 100% old Chun. Okay, so that's is that Shorekeeper's old design, or is it Camellya's? It's Camellya's old design, yeah. So I wonder, is she going to be related to the story in any way, or is it going to be another character that's going to become Chun now that he's related. It'd be kind of interesting to see if it is just a character that's thrown in because they're like, right, we've got this character that we were building, let's just chuck it in. You know, because it'll be easy to throw it in because it's not necessarily related to the story, or is it going to be attached to another character that was being built up that didn't necessarily have a design? Maybe, I don't know. I'm interested to see about that. But yeah, I quite like the design. I wonder if they're going to change it somewhat as well. But I definitely do think the new design for Camellya is much better for how she seems anyway, like a demeanor and everything in the game. Anyway,
yes, we noticed already. Old Shun is a sword user. Remember, Old Shun is Tsubaki. Tsubaki's supposed to be a gun user. Now Tsubaki's a sword user, right?
Right, okay.
Now, the sound...
Old Shun was Camellya, though, yeah. Am I tripping? I think that was the case, yeah?
Is for Old Shun, and that was supposed to be the sound effect.
1.4 has skins as well. I was going to say, I'm waiting as well for skins to come to this game.
Old Shun should not be Glacio, right? Tsubaki. I'll just say Tsubaki, and then I'll say Camellya, right? So
okay, yeah, it is, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay.
Probability of
I was tripping then.
Tsubaki is higher. No, probability of Camellya is higher than Tsubaki. New Tsubaki. Oh, yeah. So Camellya is not a gun user. Yeah, that's pretty fucking obvious. No longer sure if the sounds were for Tsubaki. Like, this is like, honestly, like, these leaks sound like someone just like fighting their inner demons.
So the potential of like the next Rover is Aero. I wonder if we'll see like the next Rover attribute like kind of become the sustain full on, like, you know, Verena competition that we've been waiting for. I feel like that could be a really good, because like at the minute it doesn't really feel like the Rovers really adjusted too much in a play. I'd really like to see a Rover come through and be like full on support as well. You know, to really, like, don't get me wrong, the Rover's still super useful, but to like really give some like real team synergy across the board.
It's like, is it this or is it that?
But then Shorekeeper looks like she's going to play that role as well.
And Tsubaki is 100% not Aero sub DPS. Okay. I don't know if they were thinking that we're going to get a hybrid character for Gion. I mean, it's really unneeded, to be honest. It says, basically says all 1.4 leaks are fake. So they're saying the skins are fake, the rerun is fake, etc., etc. Okay.
I think the rerun's going to happen. I do. Like, I'm just putting that in my ass, but I do. I think it makes sense to specifically as well rerun Jian and Yinlin for the PlayStation launch. Again, I've said it multiple times. I think they're two really good characters for your account. Especially Jian. I know, I get it. He's an unga bunga crayon eater DPS, but I just think he's really good for like daily grind stuff. He's really good for Overworld. He's really good for doing like daily mat grind kind of content, just because of how really useful he is in his CC. He's super like switch off kind of playstyle, which I think is an important thing to have in these games, in my opinion. You want those sort of characters that you can just kind of like go on autopilot and just do your thing while you're watching a video on the other screen or something. Not everything has to be like locked in, nuanced characters. Somebody just like smashes things like a hammer. And I think obviously Yinlin, insane off-field damage potential, brilliant character. I just think two really good characters to have on your account if you're starting fresh.
And then Rover's next form is going to be Aero.
That was going to glitchy.
Which is interesting because it was leaked to be Electro in 1.1.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard that.
Apparently it was Glacio somewhere. I don't know where that person got that from, but now it's Aero.
I think the thing is there, what might be happening is obviously we're probably going to get all of the attributes. It's just the timelines are getting mixed up. Because I think the main mistakes where probably most people seem to be making in regards to leaks, it's just the timeline, isn't it? But so far, like I said, a lot of the leaks, from what I've seen, the leaks that I've been seeing come through, seem to be kind of on the mark.
And Tsubaki being gun is a guess. He believes a 5-star gun is a different character. And now he says 1.4 is Camellya. It's like, bro, they're fighting their inner demons. Like, is 1.4 Camellya or not, right? Like, fuck, man. Okay, so let's go into the other leaks as well. All right, this is the need more leak section.
I just saw one that is just scrolling through. No men for a while.
Some random people. So 21st, let's see what happened here. It seems like a long listing, all right? Because I want you guys just to see this, like, see if they switch up, okay? So
Ultron is a main DPS.
Do not get your hopes up for Camellya. She's not going to be released before 2.
Dude, everybody that seems to be coming to freaking main DPS.
I know. Tsubaki's kit is almost entirely the same as the previously leaked one. She just needs an outro and resonance chain adjustments. Tsubaki will be a gun user, says it is confirmed, but her name and attribute is still unknown. More news is expected after Joshi Banner's end. Says the source does not give a fuck about 4 stars and just wait until official reveal. Okay, so here we go with this one. Tsubaki was intended
I don't think Kuro give a fuck about 4 stars.
to be released earlier as a Havoc Broadblade user,
Okay.
changed from Havoc Sword, but moved to 2.0 to give more spotlight to Jin C. She was moved to
Which would make sense because, you know, with Jinxie's storyline and stuff, you know, makes sense as well. And plus, she's just insane. I really like Jinxie.
1.3 around July 15, but at the end of July, she was scrapped entirely and replaced with Gion Rerun. She was then changed to Gun when they decided to use the design again. This is why some leaks are conflicting.
So this is another thing as well, why we might get these reruns. It might potentially just be like balance issues and stuff, and you know, like redesigns, deciding like, right, okay, this is not really working with the rest of the game. You know, we don't want like another Calcharo issue or even a character that's just creating stupid power creep. That might be why we might be just getting those reruns again. And it, again, like I said, potentially coinciding with the PlayStation launch. It kind of all just comes together and it's just like, right, let's do this then while we work on these characters and like, you know, get them like up to scratch potentially.
Okay, so Tsubaki's new name can be said to be related to the plot.
Okay.
Camellya is a one-man army, so she's likely going to be used as a dual DPS with Havoc Rover.
I'm looking forward to Camellya, man. Like, I just think she looks awesome. She's great, what we've seen of her so far as well. I just hope they use her, like, Vine things in really interesting ways in the combat animations. And, like, I said this before, but I'd love to see, it's not going to happen, but when you're running up walls and you're climbing walls, I'd love to see, like, her do a Doc Octopus thing where her vines are, like, his arms, like.
Okay, Shorekeeper's pull animations includes her sitting in a dark setting in a field of flowers with a lightning bring her into focus as she reaches out for a glowing butterfly.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. I think anyone could have fucking thought of that. Okay,
Sounds like it goes with the character in what we've seen, you know. Obviously, you can just make shit up, or again, like I say, a lot of the things we've heard and seen have started to come to fruition, haven't they?
Lucky will not be a Glacio DPS. According to the above leak, this is due to them receiving information of a Fusion and Glacio DPS soon. So we're supposed to be getting a Glacio DPS and a Fusion DPS. Now I'm assuming the Fusion DPS will be first because I actually saw that. Apparently, yeah, right here. There's a Fusion DPS suitable for Changli in the works. So I'm assuming the Fusion DPS would be first. Okay.
Changli really is a DPS, isn't she, man?
Tsubaki's either Havoc main DPS, Aero main DPS, Havoc sub DPS, or Aero sub DPS. Okay. And
yeah, we need some actual full-on proper sub DPSs as well. Not DPSs that are supposed to be sub DPSs, but really they are just DPSs. And I don't know, like a sub DPS should be kind of like, have that kind of like, you know, ability to kind of play the DPS role as well. But I want some proper true sub DPSs.
No Gen 1 Spectral sub DPS.
That's why I love Yinlin.
Okay. In Gen 1, they mean like patch 1 point, right? Maybe in 2 point, there'll be a Spectral.
Well, lots of off-field damage potential.
For Gen C. But bro, if they release a Spectral hybrid character for Gen C, like that's gonna be even more insane. Anyways, though, yeah, very, very interesting. I don't know. The leaks are kind of just all over the place. We've already considered
I think what's going on, I think what might potentially be going on, obviously there might be just all bullshit, but I think what's going on is I think there's a lot of stuff in the works with Wuthering Waves. I think there's a lot of back-end changes happening, so there's a lot of confusion coming out in the leaks. Obviously, a lot of them could just be like bollocks and people are just talking out their ass. But I think this is kind of probably what is happening. Things are being moved around a little bit and timelines are changing, so it's just making things look like they're all over the place, which potentially they could be, because at the end of the day, they are leaks, and you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But, you know, like I said, so far, with a lot of the leaks I've been following anyway, and I've been seeing, quite a lot of the times they've come to fruition. But with a lot of games, you know, there's a lot of BS, and I'm sure there's probably a lot more that I haven't seen that's just been totally crackpot freaking theories. But, like, there's been quite a few that I've seen, oh, that's interesting, and then lo and behold, the bang on the money.
Tsubaki being a gun DPS for 1.4. I think
Not really bothered, man. I'm not really interested in ranged characters in this game, if I'm honest.
a lot of people were actually kind of interested in that because they finally have a different kind of gameplay, right? They want to see
True,
what a
that's
5-star
a fair
pistol
point.
user is going to be like. Really wishing.
And you know what? I haven't really been I haven't used Mortarfy for a while. Maybe now we've got the new updated lock-on system, then maybe they're not so painful to use.
Liao was a 5-star.
I think just having the lack of parry as well is another thing. Is just like,
but okay, so Camellya is actually 1.4. I mean, hey, I guess you guys can say, hopefully Shorekeeper goes well. Hopefully you didn't spend on Jeshi and then regret it, and then you have to pull Shorekeeper, right? Because if people
I haven't spent on Jeji yet. I haven't spent on her yet. Don't call me out like that. I'm trying to stay free on her, because even though I like the look of Jeji more, the waifu meta is fully there for me. I absolutely love her. She's probably my favourite resonator at the moment, just because I just think she's awesome. But Shorekeeper looks like she's going to be incredibly useful in terms of like the gameplay meta across your account. I just think she's going to be a lot more useful. So I do really want to try and get her. But yeah, I've just got this feeling as well. I'm going to fail my 50-50 when I do actually get to Jeji. It's going to happen.
Skip Shorekeeper for Camellya. You're doing a disservice. I mean, if you're a Camellya simp, sure, but at least get Shorekeeper.
I am.
Man.
Yeah, I am.
Like, there's no reason to skip on
Man, I'm getting called out hard in this video.
Again, maybe in like the next 8 months.
I am a Camellya simp, for real.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video.
I think as my favourite, the characters I'm looking forward to the most, Camellya, Scar, and Rover. They're like my 3 characters that I'm really, really hyped for.
Kind of introduction. I'm kind of interesting, actually interesting by a lot. There's a lot going on right now. So I believe in the upcoming days we'll get some more stuff on the leaks going on. I
saw something there as well. 1.4 will introduce Jinsei and Sanhua skins. Sanhua's will be free. Jinsei's will be paid. I hope to God that's true. I think it is. That seems to be Kuro's ML, at least in PGR. Give us some freaking skins. And for the love of God, give us some glider skins. Because, like, what in the hell is the glider? Like, you know, I thought when Changli was coming, you know, because she's got a little umbrella and there was always showing that off. I thought, oh, maybe we're going to get glider skins and that might be the first one, like Changli's umbrella. But no, they just didn't. It's like, you know, take my money. I'm ready for you.
I believe, video-wise, the beta should not start until the 27th. Apparently it was supposed to start this week.
Yeah, it was delayed.
Probably won't start until next week. But we'll find out eventually. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't yet.
Alright, cool, good video.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Arliad followed your channel.
Arliad, thank you very much for the follow. Neo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know, right, yeah. But yeah, the Black Shores. If this is the Black Shores, okay, I'm interested. So it's coming soon.
Definitely a year ago by now. So it's
again just looking at it, you know, obviously smallish area. Smaller than 1.1 by the looks of things, definitely. You know, it might have expanded from now because obviously this was closed beta gameplay. So things might have changed now. Hey, you know, this might all just be crap. This might not be happening. But maybe potentially this has got a little bit larger, maybe. You know, maybe we've filled this out a little bit because it seems to all be centered around this facility for the most point, doesn't it? But yeah, interesting. There's got to be something. There's got to be some sort of implementation in these, hasn't there? Like in regards to like the story, because like, what are they? You know, what are they? What do they do? What do they mean? What do the numbers mean, Mason? I was hoping the interior of this was going to be like some sort of level thing, and there was going to be like some sort of combat thing going on in that building. I was kind of hoping for that, like it was going to be like a little tournament room, and you could like do like levels of combat. That would have been cool. But yeah, interesting. Obviously, you can tell it's early on looking at the graphics with this. Big-ass piano. Yeah, all right. The Black Shores, potentially, boys and girls. This might be a new area for us to play in very, very soon.